Is Litecoin a good investment? Okay guys, so today's video we're going to talk about Litecoin. So this is actually one of the oldest altcoins out there. It was the second altcoin behind Bitcoin. And we're going to talk a little bit about Litecoin, whether it's a good investment or not. I'm going to give you guys some of my price predictions and analysis. We're going to talk about my personal hodling strategy and kind of go in depth into this coin, because I think a lot of people obviously know about Bitcoin, but maybe so many of you guys don't know about Litecoin. So before I get into the video, guys, be sure to smash the like button and smash the subscribe button as well to receive more video updates from me. So let's get right into it. Okay, so before I get into the technical analysis and things like that, let's just talk a little bit about exactly what Litecoin is. So Litecoin is basically, if you were to consider Bitcoin digital gold, Litecoin would be considered digital silver. And it is basically a similar type of cryptocurrency that was made by a former Google and Coinbase employee called Charlie Lee. He created it in late 2011. So Litecoin is almost 10 years old, guys. So basically the project was created as basically like an alternative to Bitcoin. Okay, it has a lot of different use cases considered where Bitcoin is basically used as like a store of value to hodl. Litecoin was generated to kind of be like a solution for payments. Okay, so basically it has a lot of things similar in terms of Bitcoin, except for the block time is just 2.5 minutes. Comparison to Bitcoin's 10 minutes, and transaction fees are a lot lower. So this is done. I think this has helped Litecoin become slightly relevant over the years. And even though it hasn't had the same bullish path as Bitcoin, I still think it's a phenomenal future investment. And I'm going to explain to you guys why. So if we take a look here at Litecoin's all-time chart, we can see here that this has been an absolute crazy technical chart with a huge run up back in 2017, where Charlie Founder, the creator, actually dumped the majority of his position. And then we had a really big low down here around $24 in late 2018. Another major run up in 2021. So basically with this chart, we're seeing a double top here, lots of resistance over around the $400 level and things like that. And we're seeing a pretty big recovery. So if we head over here, looking at trading view, we can see that Litecoin, okay, if you take a look at Litecoin's performance, Litecoin is up about 44% year to date. So, there's been a lot of potential here, okay. Obviously, like I mentioned earlier, the coin ran up as high as $400. And if you bought the dip here, you're able to get Litecoin approximately 75% off. So right now, we're sitting at a pretty nice price level of $182. So now I'm going to give you guys some of my bullish catalysts on why I like Litecoin so much. So the first bullish catalyst I want to talk about is the halving cycle. So the halving cycle is definitely one of the most important factors when it comes to proof of work cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Litecoin. Every 4 years, the amount of supply is going to get cut in half. So if you take a look at Bitcoin's price chart, basically Bitcoin's prices are basically correlated to the halving cycle. So currently, Litecoin had its most recent halving cycle in 2019, and they're supposed to have another halving cycle in August 2023, so about 2 years from now, okay? So currently the block reward for Litecoin is 12.5 coins. That will decrease to 6.25. So if we take a look here in the past, the halving hasn't had a huge effect on the price, but the price has increased since the last two halvings. And obviously a lot of that was due to Bitcoin's bullish cycle. But the good thing about Litecoin is that it has a couple of positive traits that are similar to Bitcoin, okay? There's a fixed max supply of 84 million coins. 81% of the current Litecoin have been mined. And currently there are around 15 million coins left to mine. So we're looking at a market cap here, a pretty small market cap of just $12 billion. So what is going to go on with Litecoin? Well, another bullish catalyst I want to talk about is the number of transactions. So if we take a look here, this is a chart comparing the number of transactions of Bitcoin in comparison to Litecoin. Now, as we can see here, Bitcoin has always had a substantial amount of transactions, but that is, Bitcoin's transactions have leveled off a bit since 2021, while Litecoins are increasing. So for me, this just means more people using Litecoin, more people using the Litecoin network. Now, as you can see here, back right during the pandemic started, there was almost nearly 10 to 15 times more transactions for Bitcoin than Litecoin. And now that gap is slowly closing. So I think a lot more people are aware of Litecoin. We have a lot more bullish catalysts. A lot of times when companies accept crypto payments, they're usually going to they're usually going to accept Litecoin along with Bitcoin. So that's definitely a bullish catalyst. The second bullish catalyst is that it's just simply a cheaper price. So if we head back over here to CoinMarketCap, we can see that Litecoin is only trading at $181, and it's a far smaller market cap compared to Bitcoin. So there's literally only 4 times as many Litecoin as there are Bitcoin, but the price is just astronomically higher for Bitcoin. So I do think, even though it's not a great sign that the founder of Litecoin doesn't hold a big position, and that's very different from Bitcoin because Satoshi, Satoshi Nakamoto, the unnamed creator of Bitcoin, he holds around 1 million Bitcoin that he mined, and no one really knows who he is, but even though no one really knows who he is, he's still holding around 1 million coins. So that's, usually companies or cryptos where you want the founder to hold a large portion of the coin. So it is kind of a negative sign that Charlie Lee himself isn't holding the coin, but that doesn't negate the potential for Litecoin to gain more usage and for it to just have a big supply shock in 2 years. So while I think it is definitely a good idea to have a diversified portfolio of cryptocurrencies with Bitcoin leading the charge, I am pretty bullish on Litecoin. Okay, so if we take a look here at a longer term chart of Litecoin, we can see that basically Litecoin was trading flat at around $4 up until it saw a huge spike. So from back 4 years ago at $4, now sitting at $180 a coin. Okay, obviously not the same gains as Bitcoin, but still very strong gains. And what I also noticed about this chart here is that this is a double top. Okay, so what we're basically looking at is we're looking at 2 key resistance levels, and on the next bull run we could break out. So if we break out past $400 per Litecoin, I think we might hit $1,000 or even $2,000 per Litecoin. Theoretically, Litecoin is gaining in transactions, so you would think, well, eventually it's going to move closer to that 4-to-1 ratio, right? So if Bitcoin's currently trading around $50,000, you would think that Litecoin should theoretically eventually move closer to around $12,500 per coin. So obviously it probably won't be exactly a 4-to-1 ratio, but the current price, it just seems far off, considering there's only a supply of 84 million coins. So you have a coin here where it's only 84 million of them available, yet the price is very, very low in comparison to some of these other coins with much, much higher circulation. So this is one of the reasons why I'm so bullish on Litecoin. Okay, I really think we're going to break through this $400 before the next bull run. Once we break out past $400, this is all new territory for Litecoin, so I really don't know exactly where we're going to hit, but I am holding a position in Litecoin. I want to add to this position. I wish I bought more here, but I still think it's still much cheaper than it was in February. So I think, obviously this is not financial advice, but if you were to add to a position, this here is a key resistance level in right around the $230 range. So adding to Litecoin before it breaks through $230 looks like a smart idea, because a lot of experts are saying we're going to hit 100K Bitcoin this year. So this is a great buying opportunity, I think. So let me know what you guys think. Please, if you guys are holding Litecoin, let me know in the comments. Wrap this video up. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed my crypto videos, please smash the red subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel. Try to post crypto videos on here on a regular basis. And also give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed my content as well. So that's it until next time, guys. Take care.